WDC says, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear Gorilla Bow? Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear? Hey now, can y'all hear? Roll to respect. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear? Let me know something. Let me know something. All right, we back.
Right.
Big nine, pull up. So, so where were we? Okay, so now, so how to open up her mind, right? So that's you explaining to her, though. You see what I'm saying? So it's in a sense of you have to let her know that she doesn't have her, she's not able to see her full superpowers as a true prostitute. Go ahead.
Exactly. So the thing is, you feel me? Like I try to teach. Well, I don't try to. I teach that you need to be comfortable in your skin, bitch. Before
Okay,
you
now hold on, Big Nine, hold on. Now, are we teaching if the person ain't learning?
no, we can't teach if you ain't learning. If you listen,
Bitches.
not hearing.
Now,
If you
now,
listen,
now, what's the flip side? Now, what's the flip side? Can somebody learn without being taught?
yeah, you got me right there. I,
What I'm saying,
I
like
mean, you said
everything that you've learned, right? Did
mm,
somebody teach you it?
some of the shit just came. Like some shit do come naturally.
Even if it's self-taught, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right? So back to what I'm saying. I'm teaching her, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know. You see what I'm saying? And the only way you do know if you taught someone or if they're learning is they have to take the test. That's the thing. See, so sometimes we think we teaching, but we never gave the homework. You see what I'm saying? We never gave a test. So while we thinking we teaching, we might be, and people learn different ways. Like some people could learn by watching. Some people learn by hands-on or by reading or hearing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
People
I just
learn
had that
different ways.
conversation this morning. I just had
Right. So
that conversation this morning.
Right. So we might think, see, that confirmation. You see how good the game is? So
Mm-hmm.
so the thing so the thing is, you know, so that's why I stopped you right there. Because we're so naturally, the bitch follow instructions. What did she? Right? I'm teaching the bitch. Well, are you? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And that's where we gotta start because that's why it seems like sometimes we're not getting progress or it's not going through. Well, maybe their learning strategy wasn't what we were giving. Not that we don't have the one to give, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so just keep that in mind, right? Okay, so now remember what you said. So I was teaching the bitch what?
Teaching the bitch what you talking about, the freestyling or being comfortable in her skin?
What we talk. Oh, okay. So when I said uh, superpowers, remember that's what we're talking about. Like letting the hoe know that her superpowers really being a prostitute and not having to depend on something. And then that's when you say, "Yeah, I was telling her, I was
Yeah,
teaching the bitch."
that's why I was saying I was teaching her, you feel me? Like, because I feel like in order to believe what I'm saying, you need to be comfortable in your skin. Because that's the way that the ugly bitches is gonna run up on a nigga. And the ugly bitches busting and breaking all night. But it be these pretty bitches that's not comfortable in their skin, that doesn't believe theirself or believe in what a motherfucker is saying. A bitch be sitting down for 2 or 3 days and not break. And it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I done had all different types. I got, you know what I'm saying, a big
Okay,
bitch
now,
run
now,
circles
big nine,
with
now,
bitch.
big nine. Now, when you said comfortable in her skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am comfortable, right? I mean, how do you mean that? Is
Like
she look good in the mirror and say, "I know I look good"?
when she
You see what
walked
I'm
through,
saying?
she knows that even if she don't look good, she's feeling good. She's exuding that type of confidence. She's feeling the crowd, by the way that her posture is when she's coming through.
Now watch
Like,
this. Now watch this. Big nine. Now comfortable in her skin. You ready for this?
what's that?
First comfortable in her game.
You said what? One more time.
First, look. I said comfortable in her skin
Mm-hmm.
versus comfortable in her game.
Facts.
That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? Comfortable in her ability to speak. Comfortable in her look. Sometimes, right? people just as human beings don't like rejection, right? So she
So
might feel like every time, you know what I'm saying, a chick reject her, that might make her feel some type of way.
so I say, look, like this. I'm like, okay, bitch, you not comfortable talking to motherfuckers. I peep that too. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Since motherfuckers need to mingle, that's one of the main things about this freestyling. I'm gonna send you to a speed dating, bitch. You gonna go ahead, you feel me? You have no opportunity once I put you in that position to go ahead and mingle, right? You feel me? Like it's all type of little events and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go. You feel me? Go mingle with some motherfuckers. Go let them know. You know what I'm saying? Go
Okay,
go
but
put your.
you telling her what to do, but you ain't telling her how to do it.
Mhm.
And ain't even really giving no examples. And I can see right now, that's what you have to make sure you're implementing, right? Remember, it's game within the game, right? And then it's still just game for the bitch. And game is just knowledge.
Mhm.
So if you haven't mastered the environment of all the men and wealthy, I'm sure you're putting around the rich fly, right? If you haven't mastered that environment, then how can you teach the bitch how to master the environment? If you can't feel yourself or put yourself in the type of shoes as the men that you're putting around, then how can you give the game to the bitch to teach her how to break a man of that status?
Facts.
That's why it's most important as some pimping to learn as much as we can about everything that's not even dealing with the game in a sense. Because with the game, it's really spiritual. So you never stop learning. But this knowledge period, that's what game is. So always remember that. When you say you have game, it's just between game within the game and then just a game, right? So you want to make sure you have as much game for the bitch, which is knowledge, right? It's
Mhm.
possible as possible. So sometimes we're telling them what to do, right? But not letting them know or showing examples of how to do it, right? And then even still, even having a bitch that can at least do that if we can, right? So that's sometimes what it is. So when you say you teach her, right? You just taught her in a sense of 3 plus 7 is 9, but
Facts.
you didn't like let her know why or how you got to that. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
So now you like, I told you 3 plus 7 is 9. But in order to get the money, she needs to let you know. She needs to know, to have 7 over here and add 3. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where the frustration is. Like, you know what I'm saying? She sees all the nines, but the money only comes if she can figure out how to get to it. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts.
But go ahead, I'm listening.
No, so you feel me? Like, okay, so I found a little new spot, a little freestyle spot. Boom, I sent him up in there because I'm like, okay, you feel me? Like, fuck it, I really want to start freestyling because, like we were saying earlier, like I always say, freestyling, you set your own fucking prices. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers see a bitch on the blade. They see bitches standing next to the bitch on the blade. She taking 100, she taking 60, taking whatever the fuck. That's kind of like what they label you as, like type shit, you know? So I'm like, shit, well, let's feel me, let's go on freestyling. So I sent him to the bar. I sit them down, you feel me? I tell her, like, you feel me? You start a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Most motherfuckers, when they looking at you, they're going to come to you. If a motherfucker looking at you for over 5, 10 seconds, he already want what you got. You feel me? Like real shit. Most of these bitches, like most of the bitches that I be dealing with, they don't know how to conduct, or they don't know, like you said. I just told them, you feel me? 7 plus 3 is 9. You feel me? They don't know 7. You got to take the 7 with 3 and put it together. So it's like, you feel me? Boom, bitch sitting at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like a real quick
Yo,
example. Real quick example. Bitch or the trick or poacher. You feel me? She trying to play it like she up on the carpet. She telling the nigga she want $1,000 for an hour or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling her that this might be a little $300 spot. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. That like so he talking to her or whatever. But she's not she's not
so this is what it is. I
she's not
already know. I think. Go ahead.
she's not implementing what I told her, you feel me, like before we left the house, which is, you feel me, if a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, it's cool to talk to a motherfucker, you talk to a motherfucker 20 to 25 minutes or something like that. But at the end, like, you feel me, like, you got to break the ice, though, you feel me, like, you know what I'm saying?
So
And
this is what it is. Now watch this. This is what it is. Okay, it's
okay.
this. This what's going on. Remember, she's still a girl, right? She's still a woman, right? In
Mm,
the sense of this, she's still acting in the square. See, and this is what I'm saying. A lot of tricks they might look, But tricks really want the bitch to talk first. That's the thing. And that's where her battle, because she still feels like the man should talk first. You know what I'm saying? That
and
type of
that's
shit. And,
that's
go
facts
ahead.
because that's I was just making a small, you feel me, like I was just saying something parallel to that statement, like, this shit is different, like, you feel me, like when a woman approach a man, it's so simple, like, on some square shit. Boom. A man approach a woman, propose to a woman. That's nothing. That's not shit. A woman proposed to a man. The whole fucking world is down there. Stop. Niggas is looking at all the shit. So it's like it's the same with a trick. Motherfuckers want. I mean, men want to be approached. How often is a man approached in the square world? And you feel me, like, you know what I'm saying, in the peppy world, all the shit. How often is this square man approached? And then what you say to him when you are approaching them,
Right.
right?
My
Like your gestures, you feel me, like the touch. It's all I like to call it a dance, a seduction dance. It's eyes, it's touch. You feel me, like it's what you say when you say it. It's the tone of your voice, the texture, uh 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 how you articulate and and format sentences when you're talking to somebody to keep this motherfucker entertained, and you feel me, like, you know what I'm saying, uh uh keep your value away from just the regular track bitch when you're freestyling, if that makes sense.
okay now. Yeah. Matt, we got Mac Main out that motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, Northern California, Bay, back a minute. What's up, Mac Man?
What's up,
How you
my guy,
been?
man? You already know, nigga, out there. East
You,
Oakland, California. I can't complain, man. I just had to, jump off social media for a minute and just, man, really get to it, put some shit up. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But yeah, I'm back.
I
What's
was
up
just
with my
telling Mac, I
guy?
say, man, you always a breath of fresh air. And for sure, every time I pull you up, it's because I know you could give a good perspective and understanding when it comes to this shit. Okay. So now we got uh now Big 900. You met Mac Man yet before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, yeah, Big Nine, Mac and the Big Nine. Okay, now look.
Pleasure to
My
meet you.
pleasure.
Okay, okay, now look, Mac. Now, so Big Nine, right? One of topic he brought up was how can you teach the bitch, or what's the best way to, get a bitch to be comfortable with freelancing. Did I say it right, Big Nine? Something like that.
Freestyle. You can call it freestyle.
Okay, well, okay, so
To 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 me, not to
okay,
cut you off, show, to me, first of all, it start with you having conversations with your bitch daily. You know what I'm saying? Getting her intellect right. Because a lot of bitches, like I kind of caught the back end of it, like a lot of bitches had that track mind mentality, which that works in the freelancing world. But a lot of track bitches is just they're trying to get that
And
quick date,
but
all the
they
shit.
come across
They don't
desperate.
have enough, they don't have enough conversation.
They come across desperate. They look desperate when they doing that shit.
Right. Like you get what I'm saying? Because when you really do this shit and bitches didn't really been some places, I'm talking about the places where that big old bag, bitch, you're gonna hear 50 no's
Exactly.
before you hear a yeah. You get what I'm saying? So if you're frustrated at the first 3 or 4 no's, because guess what? You might be somewhere where they're gambling. Or you might be in that Hawaii on that
Mm,
Kawakawa or something. You feel me? Or in that Atlantic City. Bitch, this man is gambling. He ain't worried about no pussy right now, but you got to have enough conversation to entertain him for this hour or this 30 minutes. You get what I'm saying? And know it's going to come
facts.
on the back end. See, and that comes from talking to your bitch. Again, that's where track mentality comes in because, again, on the track, you got 100 motherfuckers pulling up. Some got the right price, some don't. Just like when you talking to a motherfucker, yeah, you might be talking for an hour and it's a waste of time versus you might be talking for an hour and you fuck around and hit on the back end. But it all starts at home with having conversations with your bitch. See, a lot of these niggas intellect ain't there. So they can't sit down and have a conversation with the bitch outside of how much did you make, bitch, what's going on, and all that. Nah, bitch. When you off the track or when you off that bitch, let's talk about something, bitch. Guess what? I want you to know about sports. Because if he in there talking about sports and you walk in this fucking sports book,
Mm,
bitch, yeah, you gotta know. Hey, what's the over and under on the Giants? Oh yeah, I was thinking about taking the Bears today. Woody whoopty
facts.
whoopty woo woo. Now you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You got to know what's going on in the world, nigga. My bitches wake up an hour or two a day, nigga. It's required. Hey, read a book, bitch. Watch some news, bitch. Tell me something current events that's going on in the world
Mm,
outside of social media. I don't care who arguing with who on Instagram or what celebrity did this. Nah, bitch. Tell me about some current events in the world, bitch. Tell me about chapter 2 or 3 of that book
mm.
that I told you to read.
now Big Nine. Now I don't know if you was paying it. I don't know if you was paying attention to the screen, but if you did notice when Mac Main came in the room, it was after I said everything he was just saying. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the confirmation. I said that's what's so good about the game because it's a certain, you know what I'm saying? When it's a certain line, certain path, right? That's how you know. Because like I said, you can hear from me, you can hear from anybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's just good confirmation. 'Cause like I said, he didn't hear nothing. Mac Man, I damn near said what you said. You know what I'm saying? It's just so, and that's the thing. Talk to the bitch. So that's what I'm saying. So it really goes all back to the pimping.
Yeah, conversations. You got to talk to your bitch outside of when you
Facts.
just chopping her. You get what I'm saying? But see, it be so much of these young nigga, I call it the young nigga mentality. You can't do nothing with your bitch. Hey man, bitch, I might want to talk to you at the drive-in movies. Hey, bitch, I might
Facts.
want to walk with you through the mall, bitch, while we
That's
talk
real.
Remember
about
when
some
I
shit.
just said,
You get what I'm saying, bitch? I might not want to do nothing, but just pick you up and set you in the car, bitch, and have an
see,
hour-long
look, see,
conversation with you.
see,
See,
there you go.
a lot of niggas is stuck in that pimp mentality and just want to talk, 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 talk. Now you got to let the bitch talk. You got to let the bitch know that she's comfortable enough to vent to you, let you know what's going on. Guess what that's going to do? That's going to build her
Man,
character, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? So she know if I'm able to stand up in my daddy
there
face
we
and talk
go.
that shit, huh, yeah,
There
put
we
me in the
go.
trick
And
face.
and look, and
Yeah.
the whole part even about that is, and I just said this before you came in the room, Mac Man. I said a lot of pimps would do better with their hoes if they would just learn how to be better with women. A lot of hoes would be better with their
With
pimps if
women.
they learn
It's
that, if they learn how
man.
to deal with men better.
So listen,
Right.
we're men. We're men before we're pimps, bro. These women is women before they're hoes. How you gonna have a good hoe if you don't
Facts.
got a great woman? This bitch has to be a woman before she can be a great hoe. And I challenge any nigga that say different. Because guess what? Being a woman, it's a whole lot that comes with it that as a man we don't understand. Yeah, we have mothers, we have sisters, we have shit. But guess what my bitch is comfortable enough doing? Yeah, I want to know when shit that's being a woman bothers you. Bitch, I might not care, but I want to hear about it. So I could know, okay, damn, this bitch waking up with attitudes because it's
Mm-hmm.
menstruation time. Or the fucking day one of the cycle where
Yeah.
cramps is doing this. So now I know why she just woke up
Baby
with an
Red, you hear
attitude.
that, Baby
Versus bitch,
Red? You hear that, Baby Red? Remember, see, he learning the bitch, and that's the pimp. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about.
Man, true
Go
story.
ahead.
Hey, listen, true story right now. I swear to God, I can turn the camera on. I'm down in the round right now, nigga. My bitch got a sponge stuck in her. This bitch so much horn. I'm like, hey, bitch, you want to go to the ER and get it pulled out? Because I ain't pulling it out. No, I'll just go after I'm working. I got to quote it. Like, nigga, listen, bro. When you really do this shit, and that's type of shit again, go back to talking to the bitch. Because I knew something was wrong. Bitch, what's wrong? Oh, well, I'm bleeding. I didn't want to tell you that a sponge was stuck in me, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, bitch, you comfortable enough to talk to me. You know what I'm
Now,
saying? That type of
so
shit.
now, right? So now, you know, say if I have Mac Main's bitch, right? If she came to me, I say, "Oh, bitch, he still had you using sponges." You know what I'm saying? Go to CVS over here and buy these things called soft cups. You see what I'm saying? So
Soft
so
cup.
let,
You don't know no soft cup, boy. Oh, God. Yeah, nah, that soft cup come in handy. See, but look, again, part of not being super pimp. Hey, bitch, which one more
right, there
comfortable
we go.
for you,
Let me
bitch? You
know.
get what I'm saying? I know what
See
you
that
want to do.
pimping, and now we
Yeah.
can see that's what I'm saying. But it's knowledge. That's what I'm getting at, y'all. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's knowledge, y'all,
Nah, for
and
real.
that's and
Because you never stop learning.
now, Gorilla Bow, that's real. Soft cups is real. Uh, um, okay, so Baby Red.
Yeah.
Now, I know you was in the room when you heard when you was hearing Mac May. Remember he was saying, and now goes back what I was saying with you. Uh, so okay, so look, Mac May. So we got Baby Red now. What he was saying was, how do we know?
What's happening?
What's up, young man?
Now, what he was saying was his thing was, you know, in prison, this is an example, in prison, if you're dealing with a hoe, right, should you go, harder on the bitch, keep mashing or go ahead and be a little softer on the bitch.
See, that fall in the line in the conversation with me. What are you willing to accept versus the situation that you in? Because some niggas, when you down bad, fucked up, you would take the fat, ugly bitch that's getting 250 a day. You know what I'm saying? Just because you trying to get on your feet. Versus you up 100,000, you ain't looking that bitch way. So if I was in jail, me personally, I don't give a fuck what you do, long as the money coming. I'm not questioning it. I'm not doing too much of nothing, bitch. Them drops there, that deposit made. You know what I'm saying? My commissary good packages ordered, bitch. I don't got nothing to say.
Vicious, nothing. She did not now. Look, And not looks, just so Mac Main don't think I'm just talking. Look, y'all, ain't he saying the shit that I was saying before he came in the
Hell
room?
yeah.
Come on, y'all, but because that's the game, right?
Facts.
Like
That's
Facts.
because listen, the longer you've been doing this shit, you will learn that this shit is mental, bruh. This shit is a mental game. Bitch, if I could mind fuck you, I don't gotta physically be there, bitch, for what? Because guess what? Me being in the pen is the same shit as me sending you on a 90-day run out of town, bitch, even if I'm doing some years. Have that mentality
Mm.
each every
come on, man.
90 days. I'm
Right.
not seeing you. The only thing I'm not doing is fucking on you physically. Bitch, mentally, I'm beating your
So,
brain down. Yeah, I'm behind these walls, bitch. I'm getting my intellect together, bitch. I'm beating your
Mm.
so
brains
now Mac
down.
Main, now Mac Main, now. So now you know the bitch is saying shit like, I don't know, I just don't like the game, it's just, you know what I'm saying. And now the bitches are eating all them type of things. So if a bitch is with, some pimping, quote unquote, and she's saying something like she just don't like the game, how do you look at that?
You need, again, back to what we were saying earlier, conversation. Sit down with the bitch, figure out what it is that's really irking her nerves. Is it her slow days that's really pissing her off? Is she actually knowing how to do her job right? It might be something going on where the tricks is getting over on this bitch all the time. So she feels like that, but you will never know until she's comfortable
Mm.
enough to tell you without you chopping at the bitch or whatever. Let the bitch talk, let the bitch vent, let the bitch get it all out, keep a mental note. So that way you can go back and check it. See, us as men, and I got this problem bad too. What we do is we cut motherfuckers off a lot. And my daddy used to always tell me, nah, keep a mental note. Because when we hear it, we want to snap at it right away. Nah, bitch, da, 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 da. Nah, keep a mental note. Keep a mental note. Let her get done with everything that she has to say. And then you pick through that shit one by one. Hey, bitch, you said this, this, and that. Well, what about if you try it this way or do it? Woo, woo. And that's how you go about that.
Look, y'all got some good game up here with y'all. I'm saying my partner Mac Main, like I say, y'all, whatever y'all, he right to talk to him.
What? Nigga, this true facts. Hold on, let me turn the camera on. Nigga, I ain't gonna show my location like that, but I'm down and around right now as we speak, man. I'm talking about though, yeah. Nigga, I ain't just behind this camera, nigga. I'm really, you feel me, nigga, living this shit right now. But nah, like again, I'm 14 years in this shit, so I nigga asked me this 10 years ago, I wouldn't have gave a fuck what the bitch had to say. Bitch, get out the door, get to my fucking bankroll, bitch, and that's all that
Right.
mattered to me. But nah, because again, we asking this shit. Yeah, we all in it for the money. Let's call it spade a spade. Yeah, we in it for the money. But where do your man principles kick in at? Where do your morals kick in at? Hey, this bitch is going outside risking her life to come get me a bankroll. So what's the recoup rate? 50-50. Come on, bro. It's a 50-50 road in this shit. Yeah, nigga, peas on top. But guess what? If you're my bitch and you rocking with me, I got to give you
Right.
all of me in return. I can't give you half of me. Nah, but it's a 50-50 street, bitch. And guess what? Together, bitch, is going to be whole. Because guess what? Let's call a spade again. A pimp ain't shit without a hoe. What is a pimp without a hoe? Selling pussy. Because it's 1,000 hoes selling pussy. I can go knock anything. I can go knock the fat bitch that's going to give me 200 a day and she
Right.
going to be
Like where
happy.
your intellect at? Where's your
Nah,
knowledge?
bitch. Right. What are we building? What are we building? And a lot of niggas don't have the knowledge to build. Yeah, we all got goals and dreams, but bitch, guess what? What are we doing to get this? If you got you an internet bitch who don't walk the blade, why is this bitch not taking online classes? Nigga, 2-year college of business, she gonna get an AA degree. Yeah, I'm talking about why niggas be trying to put babies in the bitch and oh bitch, I'm gonna buy you a car. Nah, bitch, I got a bigger plan for you, bitch. Let's do some school shit. Let's get this business shit going real quick.
Birth some new
Yeah,
games
what?
with this.
90-day
Facts.
probation
That
over
means
So,
6 months?
now what
Come
I'm
on.
thinking is this, y'all, right? I think and this is the fine line, right, of us being misled in certain ways and then us falling for slick talk. So all that, fuck what the bitch think, and the bitches ain't, I'm saying? That's slick talk, y'all. Because it's not like, so when Mac Man was like, not like he would even might not give a fuck, right? But remember, he's using logic. See what I'm saying? See, the thing about trust is this, right? Fuck trust. We want to know the person, right? Because the thing is so it's like, say, like a snake, right? The snake will bite you. Okay, so now if it's, and you just still decide to fuck with it after the snake bites you, you don't say, "Oh man, fuck this snake! I trusted it wouldn't bite me." Well, that's in his nature, right? So that's the
Right.
same thing with the bitches, right? You have to be logical and learn their ways, learn their behaviors, learn like an animal in the sense. I mean, but we are all animals, right? So learn how the bitch is in the sense of logic, like learning your car, learning your whatever the fuck you're learning, but without the
Right.
emotion to it. That's the thing, without the emotion to it.
Yeah,
Because that's what we're supposed to do. Manage her in every way. Manage her emotions. See, she's gonna have them. That's natural as a woman. Bitch, that's
fact,
natural. She can't help not to
facts,
have that. You see what I'm saying? And and
Fact.
and and, and logically, the man, right, masculine, right, is logic. Now the man and the woman, they both have the masculine side and feminine side of the brains, right? But the thing
Right.
is, if you start getting emotional, right, then now really you're in your feminine, right? So now she's looking at you like the bitch. You see what I'm saying? But in the same way, while a bitch might not be submissive, right? Then that's like masculine in a sense. So now the bitch is in her masculine. So now we're feeling challenged, right? So now we smashing on it. You see what I'm trying to say? So that's where
Right.
emotions and shit come into play. But if we stay logical, like Mac Man was saying, shit, I might not, but and learn the bitch. You see what I'm saying? Then we'll know how to control it. Just let me learn what I'm dealing with, then I can work with it. That's the
Mm.
thing. So go ahead.
there you go,
You
there
gotta
you
learn her
go.
to understand her.
Nah, I was just gonna say, so you hit it right on the head. You hit it right on the head. You never gonna understand what's wrong with the bitch
Yeah,
if
it
you
sound
don't
like
know the bitch. You got to dig deep into the bitch history. Find out, nigga, who her daddy and who her brothers. Because guess what? If she grew up never respecting men, she don't know how to respect you.
so.
See, we be demanding shit from a bitch and not knowing how to teach a bitch. You
Wow,
get what
we
I'm
just
saying? If a bitch ain't never had a daddy around, brothers, uncles ain't never been around, how is she going to respect a man? How is she going to know how to cater to a king if she never seen that happen in her life? You get what I'm saying? And again, that's digging deep into the bitch. Hey, bitch,
Mm-hmm.
where do you come from? You get what I'm saying? Bitch, who is your peoples?
Right.
That's all it is, bro. Just look outside the money gonna come, bro. You don't gotta talk about getting money with the bitch. Guess what? That's gonna come.
Right.
You feel me? The first 30 days, a bitch should know your program and know how to do her job wherever it is. You get what I'm saying? Say you knock a new bitch and you running a blade program. Guess what? After the first 30 days, she gonna know what time you expected to be outside, what time she expected to go to sleep, wake up, all the shit. So we don't have to talk about that. We're not dealing with kids. You remind kids daily what they need to do. Hey, you got to do this. Hey, take a bath. Nah, grown women, bitch, after 30 days, bitch, you flowing.
in the
Mm-hmm.
sense of right, in the sense of best case. Now, one thing that he said is, you know, it takes a good woman to be a great hoe. See, he said great. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
say good
I
hoe.
stand on
What did you
that.
say?
Mm-mm.
Right, right,
Great hope. No, I said I
right.
stand
And,
on
and,
that.
and what
Facts.
he's saying is he to be a great host. So, and I remember he said, okay, well, we're not kids, then we're not, we adults, right? But the flip, not the flip side, but it's just like, but the cold part about it is, right, is that's still the best case because a lot of these bitches ain't been raised right. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these bitches right, not know how to wash their ass and all that. And that's really what they really need to pimping for is for even that type of shit. You
Facts.
know what
I
I'm
done had
saying?
bitches,
So,
feel me,
so
bought all type of
go ahead.
products and shit, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas are kind of bitch, you feel me? But really, you know what I'm saying? You get more money about it, the bitch, by teaching the bitch something. You know what I'm saying? The bitches want to stay around. I got all type of bitches, you feel me? I done had to teach bitches how to wash their ass properly, you feel me? That's thankful.
And then
Ain't no
always
ready
remember
like that.
this. And then always remember this. Did some very good game, right? That I really just been utilizing and building on and building with, and you know what I'm saying. Is always remember this, and this goes for any. This just goes for people in life, right? But for sure, you could pertain it to all levels of this shit, right? Is this okay? What's valuable to one person might not be what's valuable to the next.
Right.
A lot of times,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, so, well, squares have love languages, right? And the game in this sense is we have to find out what's valuable. Remember when I said we don't know what these bitches is paying us for? See, a lot of times, we might be thinking that we giving some people are doing this one area and think that it should be appreciated, which probably should, right? But we don't get the response that we might feel like we should be getting, right? That's because we're not giving what's valuable. Now, people are gonna pay for what's valuable to them. So a lot of times, like I say, say if a bitch always come, she already is coming a prostitute, right? You might not be able to show her a whole bunch of different ways to prostitute, but she might be coming to pay for you because you're able to provide what's valuable to her. And I'll give an example, like how Mac Man was saying, quality time, teaching, what I'm saying? Those things might be the things that's valuable versus trying to, telling the bitch, like, where to get a trick, right? Now, even with the hoe, this is how you get a game to the bitch about valuable, right? Standard, right? A bitch would charge less for head, right? And more for pussy, okay? Now, what happens if that's because she's putting value on the fucking pussy being more, right? Now, what if the trick really didn't want pussy, right? But he just really wanted head, like that was his thing. And every bitch that he went to only wanted to give him pussy because no one wanted to give him head, right? So now, when your bitch is offering head for cheaper, right? He's really winning because if the bitch would have known that head was so valuable, then she would have made it seem like her head was valuable to her too, in the sense of no, I would never suck dick. I'd rather you fuck. Oh hell no, if I suck your dick, I have to charge you more, right? Not knowing you would get more because that's what that trick wanted, because that's what's valuable to him.
That's his
You see
little.
what I'm saying?
That go back to again what we was saying, teaching a bitch how to have some intellectual conversations. Bitch, when you on your way to bust your date with a trick, whether it's off the blade, casino, whatever the case may be, bitch, you should be talking. You should be finding out about this man, bitch. Where he work at, what he do, when his payday. I'm saying all the shit because my bitches know every date, nigga, in a routine, bitch. My bitches, hey, how was my service? What can I do to improve my service? And would you see me again? My bitches know, hey, you bitches owe me 2 regulars a day. And when I mean regulars, I don't just mean somebody that's gonna come buy some pussy. No, a regular, I come from the era of, hey, my rent's due. Hey, I need a flight booked. Hey, can you get this rental for me? Hey, my children need this. Those are regulars, not the nigga that just come buy pussy every time he see you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. My hoes know y'all owe me 2 regulars a day. Yeah. When we had them conversations, bitch, I don't ask what you did behind closed doors. I don't know, bitch. Hey, tell me about, you feel me, bitch, your best trick
Yeah.
tonight. Oh, you broke him for $750? Bitch, you know what I'm saying? Tell me about him. What he do for a living? Bitch, where he work at? Where he stay? How many kids he got? I don't care how you suck this dick or how you got fucked or I didn't have to fuck him to get the money. I don't care about none of that. Because behind closed doors, we really don't know what the fuck
There
goes
we
on
go.
anyway. You feel me? Like, I don't care. Long as, bitch, only thing I care about behind closed doors, bitch, if the
Right.
condom break. That's
And
it.
look, and what make it even more
That's it.
cold is this, right? It's like this. We think we giving bitches instructions, right? So say, you think you see Shinjar with some instructions, right? She go out, what I'm saying? She come back with a big old trap, okay? And you go popping it. That's right, bitch. Yeah, it's my instructions, okay, right? Now she laughing because in her brain she like, I did the complete opposite what this nigga told me. This nigga, right? So now we looking, you see what I'm saying? So now we looking, because that's how, I'm saying? That's how it'll be, right? So that's why even when it comes to the instructions, I'll give you some advice, bitch. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, if you choose to take my advice, that'll be smart on you. But me saying I'm giving you instructions, then that's really putting me in a position of where since I don't know what you're doing, bitch, since I don't know that you're following my instructions,
Yeah. How can I say you follow my
right?
instructions? I call it the young nigga syndrome. Bitch, I can't teach you
There
how to
you
sell
go.
pussy. I don't have a pussy. I've never
There
sold
you
pussy
go.
in my life, bitch. I could teach you what men
Fact.
like. I'm not
I
a
could
trick,
teach
but I'm a
you.
man.
Man.
So I know what men like. I know what certain clothes. I know where I'd be
No, but
driving.
watch
I'd be
this.
putting
But
Exactly.
niggas on
Exactly.
like,
That
you know
Mac
what I'm
part.
saying?
Man, hold on,
Good
hold on,
shit.
6ix9ine, hold on, bro. I know you trying to relax, Mac Man. This the key. You know what men like as far as to the quality of man you are.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? If you don't know billionaire, etiquette or whatever the fuck type shit, right? Then we might not know what attracts them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's why I'm saying it's so important to be. That's why I said the pimping, the supreme man. In every like so you don't have to have $1 billion to know how to, I'm saying, act like you do, right? So in the sense of that, because sometimes we're putting the bitch in an arena, Mac Man, to where we don't have the game to teach the bitch on how to break that type of trick. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're
But
absolutely
go
right.
ahead, go ahead. I wasn't debating. I was just want to add that because you were saying exactly what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the thing.
Nah, you
Go
you
ahead.
you speaking facts though, and again, like you said, like we want to be so much the supreme being that we pop it every time. Like you just said, bitch, come back in the door, big old bankroll, you popping it, yeah, but you don't know what this bitch done did for that bankroll. You get what I'm saying? So you right though. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you could give a bitch a set of directions, instructions, whatever title you want to put on that shit. But when that bitch walks out the door, my nigga, the natural game, nigga, that's within her that you didn't drop so few gems on, that's what kick into the bitch. You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? We're not walking the track. We're not in those casinos. We don't know what's actually going on or what's said or what's needed, you know what I'm saying, for the bitch to bust the date or complete the task. We don't know. We shouldn't
Now,
want to know. Long as the job is done.
now, when I was saying learning about women, and it goes back to what McMahon was saying. Now, men, right? So say kids, right? Boys, you're raising up boys, right? You don't really, the thing is not to tell a boy, did you do good in school today? Or how, what I'm saying? Boys want to hear about action, what'd you play or this, what I'm saying? Boy, action, right? Now, little girls, right, is how are you feeling? How do you, what I'm saying? So now with women, right, that's the key is women. Now, let me ask you this. Oh, he got down. Fuck. Okay. Cause what I was gonna say was that he got down, but I was gonna ask when the last time he asked the bitch, how you feeling today? You see what I'm saying?
Man,
Because the more a bitch talks, the more she, expresses herself, and it's like a release, for a bitch, because she could, like her talking is really almost damn near like sex in a sense because she's able to release her emotions. So when you give her the opportunity, like how you were saying, Mac, man, when you give her, here we go, when you give her the opportunity to do that, then that's even that's what's special to her, right? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, because they all just really want to feel special. That's another thing. All right, but go ahead.
No, I heard you.
Big.
That's that. You
Okay,
feel me?
okay.
That's my thing. I sit there. I done had bitches. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I talk to them for 2-3 hours straight.
No,
Like, what
but see, you talking to them. See, that's what I'm saying. We talking about you allowing them to talk to you.
yeah,
When's the
yeah, no,
last
no, no.
time you asked?
That's what I'm saying. Perspective.
When's the last?
It's a two-way street.
Okay, okay.
Like, boom. You feel me? I let her get the flow. You know what I'm saying? Boom. We'd be sitting up there talking, going back and forth. You feel me about the game?
No, 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 no. It's really a one-way street, two different lanes.
Facts.
It for sure ain't a
Facts.
two-way. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's
I
one. We both
understand that.
going the same way.
That
Right,
hit.
right.
That
Go
hit.
ahead. Though.
I understand that. We going the same way. So yeah.
Look, and it might seem like I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this is.
No,
Because the next nigga gonna be like that, and that's what the bitch gonna be interested in. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So,
And saying I don't got nothing against it. I mean, you feel me? I'm
right.
here, I'm open to it. Because like how I was taught, you feel me? I was just taught to gorilla pimp. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. When I was younger, you
You
feel
said you was taught what?
I was 13, you feel me? When I was younger, I was just taught to gorilla pimp. That was it, you feel me? I'm from Oakland, you know
The
what I'm saying?
groom them, you said?
I was just taught to GP. I was just taught to gorilla pimp. You feel me?
Oh, gorilla pimp.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah.
feel me? Like that's all I knew. All I knew was this shit outside. You don't come back with no money. I'm about to beat your ass or whatever. You feel me? Until I had to figure out on my own. Like that.
I I mean to cut you off. You said you
I'm
from
from the
Oakland. What
'90s.
part of
I'm from the
Oakland you
town,
from?
bro.
That's what's up. Shout out the '90s, nigga.
For
Shout out
sure.
Al the gamer, nigga the real 9-0, nigga. I'm talking about. Shout out my niggas on motherfucking
Bossland, for
9-6. I'm
surely.
talking about though, yeah.
So I'd be a fake
Well,
ass
what? Come
nigga.
on,
I'd
original.
be a fake ass nigga if I don't say this because if somebody ends up hearing it, they'd be like, damn, so you ain't gonna say nothing. But I gotta keep it real up under the eyes of the game. Now look, my perspective, like I say, it's pimping or it's not, right? So ain't no such thing gorilla pimp or finesse pimp or this, you know what I'm saying? If it's pimping, it's pimping. We don't have to late, you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that in the sense of this, right? Because is it really gorilla pimping, right? Because from what you described, is
So,
it gorilla pimping or is it what they saying that it is now?
but
By fear and force. You see what I'm saying? And look, I know exactly what you mean, but we got to keep this in perspective,
I
bro.
just ask,
Go ahead, go
I
ahead.
want to ask you this: is it pimping if you're not being taught?
What you mean?
Is you pimping on the bitch, which pimping means to enhance. So is you enhancing this woman if you're not teaching her and you just beating her ass and telling her it almost ran hand in hand like what you were saying. You just put it with 7 and 3. You not giving her 7 and I mean, 3
No,
out.
you are pimping on her.
Nah, look, let me drop
Okay,
a
real
gem on
quick,
that.
just let me say
You
this
are niggas
real
that
quick.
do that.
You are
Go ahead,
pimping
show.
on her if that's what's valuable to her.
Fact.
You took the words out of my mouth. I literally was about to say, you teaching the bitch something if she's accepting that and she's allowing that. You get what I'm saying? Or you teaching her, guess what? With not to accept in the next situation that you go on, you're building the bitch for the next nigga.
That's I ain't trying to. You
You
feel
get
me?
what
I'm
I'm
trying to
saying?
get mine. I ain't trying to build the bitch next nigga. I'm trying to catch and keep.
Right.
Hey, brother.
Right, but now let's call let's call a spade again, because I'm from Oakland too, nigga. We come from quote
Fact.
unquote a Mac
Facts.
culture. I don't just say that because my name is Mac Main. Mac Main came from nigga being a kid, niggas back in the day. But we come from a Mac culture. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of our young niggas out that Oakland, they don't sit down and talk to the veterans. They don't sit down and talk to the casinos, the Pharaohs, you know what I'm saying, the Mac V's, the Goldie, shout out my nigga Goldie. You know what I'm talking about? Like a motherfucker really don't sit down and talk to the veterans. So it's a lot of self-taught shit going on.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's just like, nigga, take our city 2010, 11, 12. Nigga, it was a mutual understanding, nigga, from both sides. Hey, we at work, nigga. It wasn't too many shootouts on the blade. Niggas wasn't coming shooting up the blade and doing all that shit because it was an understanding. Niggas had an understanding. They was talking to the older niggas. Me, I jumped in this shit, nigga. I took ride with the veterans. I shut the fuck up and just listened. Nigga, I always kept 4-5 hoes, nigga, hella whips, all the shit. Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? But when you sit around veterans, you listen, you absorb the game. You always do it your way. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? A pimp gonna do what the fuck he wanna do. With all respects to the game, bro. Because again, the blind leading the blind. If you don't know shit and this hoe don't know shit, then y'all the blind
It's
leading the
like
blind.
this when he say a pimp gonna do what he want to do, right? Then for sure, then that's why you say this after that, right? What else is a pimp gonna want to do but pimp? You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A pimp gonna do what he want to do for sure. And what's all a pimp gonna want to do? Pimp. That's the
Hey,
thing. You see what I'm?
are you from Lil Yo? Shout out Lil Yo and this motherfucker, my little
Now
brother in here.
this where
Nigga, that's 90 right there too. Hey, that's crazy for the 90 little brother, Lil Yo from 90 touch real 90,
now
nigga. On me.
now look. Now this is where it's gonna get a little sticky. And back baby go. You already know. Let me ask you now.
So here come the
Look,
show
look,
twist.
look,
Here we go. Let me light my
look, look,
weed.
look, 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 look,
Here this
because I
nigga
really
go.
we
Big
gotta
die hooded. This nigga
yeah
show got a
All
twist
right.
every
because
time.
look
Here he go.
and we gotta go and we gotta go back to this Mac right because like I say now this is what I'm saying now MAC versus the MAC. There's some new shit I'm coming. This ain't the same shit, man. Look, MAC. look, MAC, right? Versus the MACK. Now, remember when I was saying, okay, we might have been messing last slick talk certain things now. For sure, the spirit of this game came from Northern California. I can't say that it hasn't. You know, everybody kind of know that. Like I always say, hip hop came from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this, people, it really, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
but what I'm saying is this, okay? If we were going to spell Mac, okay, how would we spell it? MAC or MACK? That's my first question.
MACK,
MACK.
like the old school
Okay,
Mac.
now, okay, hold on. Now, does MACK stand for anything or mean anything? Or is that just a title?
Hey, this is
Yeah,
where it
yeah.
get tricky at. Nigga, I know two different
Okay, well,
definitions, you feel me? But I've been
yeah,
told
yeah, well, let
another
me know
shit.
because, like I say, y'all have heard of the MAC, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
now, what would y'all say the MAC stands for?
Man, you know what that shit, the math
No, I
damn
mean
shit,
we're
I ain't gonna
teaching.
go
We're
too deep,
teaching.
but you
We're
know I know.
teaching. Okay, 6'9". I mean 9. I'm fucking 6'9".
I like,
6'9"
damn,
double
that
O.
nigga serious.
Master at communications or master at
Big
conversation.
nine. No,
Whichever
look, the
one.
B in
Master
my
at
brain. I don't know
communication.
why I look like I said because I was real quick. Big nine. Look, big nine. What? I heard you, Mac man too. Big nine. What would the MAC Mac stand for?
I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie, jaws and cap like you feeling like I really don't know because I was always told to stay away from the Mac and if you wanted to be pimping. You know what I'm saying? Or if you
Okay, now.
you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but you spelled it MACK, right? So you wasn't too far away from it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we all could say MAC stands for Master the Art
Oh,
of Communication, that's pretty much everybody's going to agree to that, right? MAC stands for Master Art of Communication. But then when I say, well, what does the MACK stand for? Then what? You see what I'm saying?
Master of
Okay, so
what?
now,
Oh,
uh-huh,
nah, I don't know.
right? Right? No, 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 no. But I'm saying that in the sense of this, right?
Yeah,
So it's in the same thing as pimp, right? Everybody can't nobody really say what pimping stands for because anybody can make an acronym out of it, right? But we know what pimping is. You see, and what it ain't for sure. There's no gray area, okay? Now, within the game, okay? Now, prostitution is just selling sex for money. So yes, a man can be a prostitute for sure, but a man can't be a hoe, right? Because within the game, a hoe for sure has to be a woman, okay? And a pimp for sure has to be a man with the game. So that's because the game says so, okay? Now, if it's master at communicating or master at consuming knowledge, right, or whatever, right? Now here we go. Can a hoe be a master at communicating? Can okay? Can a woman be a master at communicating?
master at consuming knowledge. I believe so. Right.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So now Mac now even becomes a unisex word because we know pimping has to be a man. But with Mac, I mean, because like I
Facts.
say, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say. So if we say the MACK, yeah, hey Mac man, what? What Mac man? So look, so if we say so if we say the MACK, right? If we say the MACK, then that's like, well, then what is that? You know what I'm saying? We could say, well, pimping. We know what pimping is, but then now we have to say, well, what is macking? It can't be the same as pimping. You see what I'm saying? So now you might hear people say, "Oh, I'm Mac the pimp," or Mac and ass with the pimp. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like this. I feel like a lot of niggas is macking for the dough and pimping for the show.
Okay, so what we say this, like you feel me? A Mac is the one who turn a bitch on or turn a motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying?
No, because that's pimping. How you going? How Mac gonna turn her out to what?
Because they're the master of communications, right?
But what you turn her out to?
Well, excuse me, not turn it out, turn her on.
I mean, no, you
Turn
for
it up,
sure turn her on or what?
turn it on to the game.
Yeah, you turn her on, but you know that's turned on. You know, you really want to turn the hoe on. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
That
want
means
to turn the hell out.
she could be turned off then, right? You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying, right? At least if she's turned out, then the only thing else you could be is what turned in, right? You see what
This nigga
you
Shaw
you see what I'm
retarded,
saying?
bro.
So right. So
Yo,
what I'm
bro.
saying is so what I'm saying is, when we saying we macking at the bitch, right? But for sure we still pimping at the bitch because the way you're pimping at her is because of the motive of what you're talking to her for. If you're pimping at the bitch to get her to be a hoe, if you're macking at the bitch, then right. So now, without all the slick talk, okay, Mac, master the art of communicating. And that's really what that is. That's why we say, oh, we macking. You know what I'm saying? Mac, get my Mac on, right? So really getting Mac on, right? To me, if game is the bullet, okay, so you know they have like a bullet like hollow tips, right? Like that's a name of a type of bullet, okay? So but a bullet's the bullet. So if a game is the bullet, okay, then a macking right would just be, you know, the name of the bullet. I'm macking, right? Like I'm spitting a game spitter, right? The macking is the bullet, you know what I'm saying? The game, but it's just communicating. So for sure I wasn't a macking asshole to get on them tricks. But even without going too deep, can a Mac, from what we're all understanding, can a Mac in its most uh, 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 agreeable, you know what I'm saying, form, right? Could a Mac be a woman? That's all I'm saying.
Hey, that nigga Shaw, bro. Hey, you all one tonight with this shit. That nigga said, can a
That's
back
all
be
I'm
a
saying.
woman? That's
I
OD.
like
Without the split talk,
if your
because if you could tell me what pimping is and tell me what macking is, then that still ain't the same. What is Mac? When I mean,
Definitely a
that's so. But then
difference.
that's what I'm saying. So macking, what is macking, right?
okay,
Because
so
I'm macking, but I'm not. Go ahead.
look, so your bitch a Mac, right? Master of consumer knowledge. You want your bitch to be a master of consumer knowledge. That would make your job easier as a pimp, right? You want her a master at consuming
Well,
your
I'm
knowledge.
not disagreeing with anything. I'm just saying for sure.
Nah, I
as long as
agree.
we could
I
say the
agree with
bitch could
that.
be a Mac. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, but we just almost down there all agreed that the Mac was unisex.
Well, no, I mean nobody agreed because for sure Mac made it agree. That's what we get. I'm on a mission with him. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how we grew up, and that's the cold part, right? It's like when you really realize, like, ain't no such thing as Santa Claus type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like one of them type of things. Because you know why, y'all? It's because this still causes confusion with these hoes when they feel like they wasn't pimping, but they wasn't macking because the macking sin is pimping. So a lot of macking that's going on when that bitch leave him and get to you and you pimping, she gonna think you ain't pimping. Like I said, hustle mom Martina, right? She said this. She said, a Mac. I said, would you ever be with a Mac? She said, hell yeah, right? She answered it quick as I said, damn. She said, a Mac is so fun, it's easy. A Mac got all these different ways to make money. I said, it's easy. I say, so a Mac, so then she said, Mac make it hard on a pimp. That's what she said. And I said, oh, because he makes it easier on the hoe? She said, yep. Then she said, a Mac really has some trick in him too. A Mac could have some trick in him too. So
Yeah.
when she said, hell yeah, I'll be with a Mac, right? That's like saying, hell yeah, I'll be with the, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because the Mackin makes it easier on the bitch. Why? Because he gives her so many other opportunities to make money, to stay around.
So many other
That is under
outlets.
the same conduct that a pimp would. Go ahead.
So many other outlets than his horn.
Right. The
Uh-huh.
Mackin makes it harder on a pimp because he makes it easier to the hoe. But what I'm saying is, for sure, I want my hoe to be that Mackin asshole. My
Mm-hmm.
hoe's a Mac for sure. Any trick she get, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just it. Master our communication. Master our communication.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
So now, if we running around with titles that the bitch could be titled too, then now we got to be accountable for what we know. That's why you got to be careful from on these lives like that.
Nah,
Let me
see,
know. Let me
but
know. Go ahead,
see,
back,
but
man.
but but to the
Go
flip
ahead.
side, but to the flip side of it though, show when a bitch actually understands her shit, nigga, she proud and she nigga enthused to be called that hoe. Like you get what I'm saying? When a bitch really understands what a hoe is, you get what I'm saying? Because bitch, you already
And who do
superior in
hosts
your
belong
world.
to? Who do
You get
hosts
what I'm
belong
saying?
with? Okay, let me know
Again,
something.
come on. That's why the hoe in her world is superior, quote unquote, versus
So
the
can a
pimp in the
Mac
Mac.
ever
Because
have a
at
hoe
the
for
same,
real?
can a Mac ever have a hoe? No, because a hoe only could be a hoe if
I
she
mean,
paid the
she
pimp.
could be a hoe. Look, she
Like,
she could
like
be
if
a
we,
hoe though
like if
with
we going,
with the Mac because we don't know how she's viewing him.
nah. So we gonna keep it. We gonna kick this shit original. We gonna keep this shit original, nigga. The act of passing your money to a pimp makes you a
Okay.
hoe. You get what I'm saying? That's why she's superior in her world over the prostitute, the renegade, the bitch that's lost. Yeah, bitch, I'm a hoe. I'm paying
And
some
that's why the
pimping.
pimp is superior to the Mac, right?
There
Okay.
you go. There you go. Because again, the Mac is gonna cut 50 different corners, my nigga, to get some fucking money. He gonna break on the square bitch at the bank. He liable to be fucking on his baby mama, come to the track, break on you, spit some lines, all this shit. That's the world that they live in. That's acceptable in that world. You feel me? So nah, like yeah, the origins of what we do, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You can have a motherfucking plumber that know how to do landscaping work. Does that mean he's a fucking landscaper? Nah, he's just a plumber with the knowledge of, you know what I'm saying, how to do some
I
landscaping work.
mean, hold
So
on,
nah,
hold
the
on,
hoe
hold
is
on.
the hoe.
Or did we view him as a plumber just because that's the first job that he did? That who said he was a plumber?
Yeah. But if like if he professionally applied, okay, he took his time, he studied it, all the shit, got his degrees in plumbing, cool. But he know how to cut grass. He
Look,
might
you
know how to,
bitch.
you know what I'm
Look,
saying, do
let me know
some
you
other
changed
shit.
landscaping to cut grass. Let me know something, back, man. Let me know I'm bro thinking.
Nah,
Let me
son,
know this.
shit.
Let
I
me
mean,
know.
I mean, shit. Cut the
Let me know who
hedges.
I
I
was
mean,
on
shit. What
you.
is
No,
landscaping? Shit, fix.
landscaping. That's how
Hey,
landscaping sound a little more professional and certified. You know what I'm saying? I was like, whoa, but
I see
you
how I had
did,
to
you
break it
did,
down.
you did,
So, oh, nigga,
you
just
did, you
cut the
did, you did.
grass.
Let me know something. Look, they would have got
Grass
that.
cutter.
But you know what I'm saying? A big nine. So that's why I love this shit, bro. You see, because this right? This is pimping going on.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to do with a hoe. This is go spitting that knowledge, that game back and forth. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And recognizing ain't no
Mm-hmm.
big P's, ain't no, you know what I'm saying? None of that. Giving people they go ahead,
Nah,
go ahead.
see what motherfuckers don't understand. You got to be able to, exchange information, bruh, as men, as pimps, as whatever. Because guess what? Everything I say ain't right. Like, you feel me, Big Nine? Me and Shove, nigga, done went back and forth, nigga. We done damn near yelled at each other,
And look,
nigga. That's my bruh. I
and
Yeah.
love
and
you
just
to
because it
death.
might
Like,
not be
you
right,
feel me?
don't mean it's wrong.
Come on. Come on. We didn't push Shove. Shove, you're running the Google for this shit. Come on, bruh. And it's all fun, games, laughter, exchange, and knowledge, bro,
Right.
without it being wrong. Because guess what? I sit up here, I listen to this shit. Nigga, I don't know it all. You don't know it all. Shove don't know it all. But guess what? Combined with our information, we gonna know a lot more than we nigga knew before we
Facts.
woke up today. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kicked this shit. Yeah, me personally, nigga, I don't talk nigga pimp talk 24/7. Hell no, I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
regular life shit. When these hoes is off the clock, meaning that quote unquote your work hours are done for that time. Nah, on the clock, bitch. Hey, turn on that computer, bitch. Do some intellect, read, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Find out
Yeah.
about this, all the shit. You know what I'm saying? That
I
type
mean,
of shit, same way. When I go pull up
it's
on
like her
niggas,
prostitution might be off the clock, but when does a hoe never stop, right? And that's the thing. See,
mm-hmm.
they be like, oh, pimps retire and hoes expire. Well, what if that hoe stay with the pimping as long as what? The hoe don't never expire. See, that's it. See, the hoe don't just have to only continuously engage in prostitution. And that's the game. It's like, yes, you doing the prostitute, all that. But what I'm saying is if the prostitute came before the pimp and the pimp came before the hoe, what are you really doing for the hoe if you're just keeping her in her prostitution? Because prostitution is really a woman, right? Using that specific avenue to generate money. But that's only one avenue. The pimping supposed to teach the bitch that she's having on earth. No, the pimping teaches the bitch that the world is a trick, not just that John. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
That
Like, the world is a freestyle, not just East 14th, not just Figueroa. Like, bitch, when you walk into the grocery store, the
There you
world is,
go.
you feel me, like that same Jose that's sitting at
nah,
the
because you still talking about prostitution. You see what I'm saying? You said when you walk into that grocery store, then what? What?
the same
Versus when you walk into the White House. You see what I'm saying?
facts.
Or you walk into that university and you pass a don what Kulanati or something. You know what I'm saying? What's that shit
Yeah,
called? You know what I'm saying? That shit. You know what I'm
little
saying?
cafe, little French.
Right. That you know what I'm saying? When you what that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, Uh, and a lot of times, right? Sometimes, like I said, these bitches is watching. A lot of times we'll be asking or requiring of these bitches or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like no one's gonna respect the hypocrite. No one's gonna respect the do as I say, nigga, not as I do type motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes we could be telling the bitch, this is an example, right? Work out, bitch, I want you to work out. But we ain't working out. I'm saying,
facts,
eat healthy. But we that type of shit.
facts.
You see,
I,
go, so,
Yeah, you talking that shit today. Oh, God, you talking that shit.
you know. Because it's always the see, because it be the little things like that really be the big, a lot of shit that as pimping we think, like I say, get out the bitches, get out the way of the prostitution. What's up, Maserati? Still, Mr. Free, get out the way of her prostitution. You see what I'm saying? A pimp, is a pimp really in the game or is a pimp just a part of the game? You see what I'm saying? The coach, is the coach really in the game or is the coach a part of the game?
it's just part of the game,
Hey,
right?
now I gotta hit you with my
So,
super pimp answer. Hold on, nigga. I
okay,
am the
now
game.
watch this.
I'm not in the game, a part
Now
of it,
watch
nigga.
this.
I
Now if
am
he
the game.
says he's the game, then that means that is a trick part of the game? If he says he's the game, the game is just what is. So then who's the player?
The players is
A trick
coach.
of a trick could be like a fan in attendance. A trick
Well,
could be like the
okay.
fan in the
Okay, well,
motherfucking
what
stands.
fans do you know that generate points for the players? Because the trick is the money comes from the trick. That's the points.
The game is for the hoe and the trick.
Come on, Mac, man. No, no, hold
Nah,
on.
see, but you
Come
got
on,
it.
Mac.
But you
You
got
want to
to
squabble
hold
up?
on,
Come on,
hold
Mac,
on. You
man.
got to
Come on.
understand though, right? Look, hold on. Listen. They giving an avenue to a different, right? Again, sports analogy. The fan comes, generates the income in order for the motherfucking owner to pay his players. You get what I'm saying? So the trick comes in, you know what I'm saying? It gives the bitch the money and able the prostitute to pay the
Okay.
pimp.
Now watch this. You're the game, right? Now you can only do one of that. So are
Yes,
you the
sir.
game or are you the pimping?